the first place
there you go.
rider with her, and that could have been a surprise to her. It's unclear whether or not she knew that she was moving into first place, but she went through that 41.2 kilometer split at that point, still 5 minutes behind. So, it was a challenge for Sarah. She had been on the road to that conclusion for about 5 kilometers, and she just couldn't hold it off.
We just thought, you know what, and that was where you kind of hoped that she could have gotten a couple calories and walked away, but it became very clear as soon as you saw that last bit across the bridge that she needed to not carry on. So Skye Moench, which you're going to say right now, what she's capitalizing on is her own well-executed plan. So you hear this all the time with Ironman racing. I was on pace for X number of hours. I was on pace for this. You're never on pace for anything other than what your finish time is, and sometimes you don't have a finish time. So being very direct about it, as difficult as this to watch, just look back. That was 39.2 kilometers when Sarah was in front of Skye and Imogen. But now we have a new race leader. She's on camera from the USA, Skye Moench, executing and drawing out of herself exactly what she needs to. She's going to make a right turn into the Roma Platz, and she's going to be crowned the Mainova Ironman European champion, Frankfurt style, and it is going to be sweet victory for her. She's obviously going to hear about how this played out, but in the mind of a competitive athlete, Matt, you've been there, you think for a second, their misfortune is my fortune, and here, I did it better. I took more fuel, more water, or more calories, whatever it is, I did it better. I am the champion, and rightfully so. She just looked over and said, "Are you sure you're the first place lead bike?" And he said, "You got this." You can see her going quicker, Matt, as she approaches this final half kilometer.
Yeah, and she's shuffling her way to the finish line. She's had a fantastic performance today. Again, she didn't really show herself on the bike till late. And when she did it emphatically and was able to put some pressure on the other athletes. And that's a contributing factor as to what happened to Sarah True. Maybe it was a little bit more effort than Sarah was ready for. And it's all a cumulative effect, right? Certainly when it comes to heat like this. But Skye had a fantastic performance from start to almost finish at this point. And she is going to be surprised herself, and she's going to surprise a lot of people. And again, when this race started, we did say if there was a dark horse or an upset, we wouldn't be surprised to see her walk away with it or run away with it today. And she capitalized on someone else not having a perfectly executed race.
Well, that, and she also, remember, had the fastest bike split, 4:58.39. She came ahead of Sarah and Imogen at the end. She got off the bike in first. She did not leave transition at first. She left in third, but she did find that lead and come down into T2 in first place. But right now, that final right turn where other athletes continue for their third and fourth laps, Skye Moench from the United States is onto the storied red carpet of the Roma Platz here at the 2019 Mainova Ironman European Championship, Frankfurt. Look at this. She's allowing herself to soak it up. And right now, our leader and soon-to-be winner of this event, Skye Moench. Let's let it go down to that finish line vibe. And here, as she's called across the line. The long stretch.
Wow, what a performance by Skye Moench. Fantastic, as you said, start to finish, consistent, fastest bike ride of the day, and she will probably end up with the fastest run of the day as well in those oppressive conditions. And again, she certainly wouldn't wish upon what happened to Sarah True, but she put herself in a position to capitalize if something like that happened to a competitor, and she put herself out there, and she had her first win as an Ironman athlete and at a European championship, nonetheless.
I tell you what, 3:14 is what she ran today, and that 3:14 time just a scratch better than she did last year and in much better conditions last year. So I'd say this is a definite improvement. Obviously, finish-wise, she crushed it. So Skye Moench coming home, the champion of today's Minova Ironman European Championship Frankfurt. She's going to Kona. She's taking home a fistful of cash, and she's got that first ever victory at high-level international competition. What an incredible show, and really showing the exact way you have to manage and dole out every bit of energy that you have to perfection as she sits at the finish line. And really, I think for the first time, I mean, Matt, less than a kilometer, she was in the lead, and she didn't get enough time to really process it. I mean, she just came across, took the lead, didn't even get to pass anyone. She just found herself in the lead, and it's got to be a moment of just complete and utter disbelief. Really just a hard disparity and contrast. The highest of highs for her right now with the lowest of lows that we shared with Sarah True. But let's head on down there and watch this interview with our women's champion today. And there we are watching recaps of Skye Moench from the United States coming across the line, a first-time Ironman winner and getting it done after multiple goes at the distance. What a show she put on, and just it shows you that it's just really not over until the very, very bitter end. We've seen her all day. We saw her come up to the front. We saw her execute just a wonderful bike ride, 4:58. She got through it. And she's there at the finish line being interviewed now, so let's hear what they have to say.
How does that sound?
Oh, that's unreal. Totally unexpected.
So what did you expect coming into the race?
I mean, I expect a lot out of myself, so I was expecting to put on, a great performance, but nothing's ever guaranteed, and I wasn't focused on a result. I was just focused on giving my best day, and I guess that was winning today.
Pretty much, yes, absolutely. Just quickly take us through your race from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, I don't think I had a great swim start. I don't know what I swam, but based on where I came out, I was a little disappointed in myself, but it's a long day, so I just got on with the bike and rode with some ladies, and I think about 120K to go. I just was like, I can go harder, so I just kind of surged, and no one came with me, and at first, and then I think Sarah True and
Imogen Simmons.
Yeah, I caught Imogen. Anyway, so bike, I felt pretty good. Towards the end, I was really, really hot on the bike, and it had me a little nervous for the run, but then I got on the run, and, my coach said, we're not racing the first lap, we're just eating and drinking and staying cool, and that's what I did, and, well, that's what I did for the whole marathon.
Smart coach. So tell us, with the performance here today, how excited are you about Kona, and how much are you looking forward?
Well, I think this was a good practice because I heard Kona's really hot. So I've never been to Kona. But yeah, thrilled because I haven't been doing triathlon that long relative to some of these women. And I think going to Kona as a pro is a big accomplishment in and of itself. So